In the bustling town of Enugu, where red earth roads met modern buildings, lived a woman named Addis. She was known for her kindness, grace, and quiet strength. At 29, Addis was 6 months pregnant with her first child, a dream she had held close to her heart for years. But her heart bore more than the joy of motherhood. It bore silent wounds inflicted by the man she once called the love of her life. Her husband, Obinna, was a charming man. Handsome, well-spoken, and successful, he had once swept Addis off her feet with sweet promises and warm laughter. But marriage had revealed a man of another face. A man who had grown distant, cold, and cruel. At first, the changes were subtle. He would come home late, smelling of strange perfumes. Then came the lies, clumsy, careless lies that made Addis' chest tighten each time he uttered them. She found lip gloss stains on his shirt, unfamiliar earrings in his car, and flirtatious messages on his phone. But Addis did not scream. She did not curse. She did not throw his things out. She smiled. Not because she was weak but because she was tired. Pregnant and emotionally exhausted, Addis carried her pain in silence. Each day, she prepared his meals, cleaned his clothes, and offered him peace, hoping that maybe, just maybe, he would return to the man she married. But Obinna grew worse. He mocked her swollen body. Called her slow, boring, and useless. He would flirt with women on calls right in front of her, and sometimes leave for nights without explanation. One rainy evening, Addis had just returned from the hospital. The doctor had advised her to rest more. Her blood pressure was rising. But the moment she stepped into their home, she found Obinna with another woman. Laughing. Drinking wine. She stood still, her hospital papers trembling in her hands. Obinna looked at her with irritation, as if she were an unwelcome guest. "Can't you knock?" he said coldly. "Go to your room." The woman giggled, adjusting her dress. Addis, breath heavy and slow, turned around without a word and walked into the bedroom. She sat on the edge of the bed and wept, not loud, not bitterly but in a whisper, as if trying not to disturb the child growing within her. Weeks passed. One night, Addis went into early labor alone. Obinna had traveled with another woman to Abuja. There was no one to help her. A neighbor heard her screams and rushed her to the clinic. After a difficult delivery, she gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. The nurses surrounded her with joy, but her eyes searched the doorway for a man who would not come. She named the boy Chisem, "God is with me." Months later, Obinna returned, only to find an empty house. Addis had left. She left a letter. "Obinna, I gave you my youth, my trust, my body, and my heart. But you chose to break me. You humiliated me, cheated on me, and turned your back on the child you once prayed for. I will not beg for love that should have been mine freely. I live not with anger, but with peace. My son and I will be fine. May God open your eyes before it's too late." Obinna crumpled the letter in shame, but his words soon began to fall apart. His mistresses vanished when his money dwindled. His business deals failed. And at night, the silence of his empty house roared louder than any scream. One Sunday, nearly a year later, Obinna stood in the back of a small church. He had heard that Addis sometimes worshipped there. And there she was, dressed simply, her son on her lap, radiant with a glow of quiet strength. She looked happy. Free. Oh! Obinna wept. But she did not look his way. Because she had already forgiven him. But she would never return. Moral: a woman's silence is not weakness. It is often strength clothed in patience. But when she walks away, it's because her soul has already healed in a place you can no longer reach.